for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these eyes ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah. Then I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah. Then I hit that.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
Flag on the play.
Hold up.
That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just got a set, like I run up in the backfield. I just got a set, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a lineback. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it?
How you like it?
I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking.
Like a Viking.
All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I'm in the field like a panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael Vick in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens across the border.
Hold up. You know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the whole like a running back on the play. Play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
This is Dev B Music.
Hey yo, yeah, Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All my wrist gonna
It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Jets. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. And And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards right off the bat. Yep. A quick first down.
A gain of 19 yards. And a Bengal first down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Here we go. Mike 9.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Pull it together.
They run. Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback. And no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
They're going to need some therapy after this. Let's 57's right. Check.
He'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Peyton Barber. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
The pass.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. So first and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
Tackle made.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. You don't know no better.
On the carry, it's Cook. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal, would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. They'll run for it with Cook. And he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. They'll run for it. Cook. And this time he is in. Dalvin Cook taking it in. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. So much for being intimidated on the road in the playoffs, right? That was a pretty clinical drive right there.
Yeah, they seem to come out with the attitude of, we don't deal with pressure. We create it on the other team. Just took it right down the field and stuffed it in the end zone.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 7-0.
Lambeau set to kick off.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And right away, he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by Cincinnati.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
56, the mark, boys, 56. Check.
Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check 4. Bus formation. Come on, boys.
They'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Well, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On for the field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, and they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
You're mine.
On second down and 4, Carr, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Mike, check.
To throw his Carr. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
$10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Bengals 10, Jets nothing.
Me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
He was taken down by
Making
Bobby
the stop
Wagner.
that time, Bobby Wagner.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9 at their 49-yard line.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go, D. 56.
Now Carr.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
On first and 10, here's Carr. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
At the Bengals' 10-yard line.
Now Carr again. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
Yeah, a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it.
Mike's 50. 93. Mike's 59. I got it. Mike, check. 59. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check 59, Mike. 59.
Carr now on third and goal. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Henry Ruggs there to make the grab. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
55, 56, the mic, boys, 56, check, 56. Let's go.
Now Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
Zadarius Smith able to get him down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Lets it go for Nelson. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Mike, check, 59. I got you, son.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Flush to his right. Throw caught here by Bird. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
6-yard pickup.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play? But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. I want that.
On play action, it's Carr. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
Ready? 60 Eagles. Squeeze, double. Mike 56, Mike 56. Mike 18. Watch the safety creep.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. I got you.
Back to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Cook with a first down and much more. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
And a Bengal first down.
On first down, Cook. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
57, Mike 57. Here we go.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
On for the field goal, a 41-yard attempt.
The kick by Lambeau is good, and the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, Raider 2. Strong right. Strong right. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. 50 express.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Smith catches left side. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
At the 39-yard line.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
637. Check. 59. What we got? Check 59.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr is going to float this over the middle deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Josh Lambeau is set to kick off.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check 59, Mike. Mike first. Mike to 59. I got him.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another 2nd down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's their sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
59. Here we go. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. I got you.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Jets' 26-yard line.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Tiger.
Again, it's Cook. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Dalvin Cook, the ball carrier.
That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run with Cook. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
The tackle made
well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Dalvin Cook, the ball carrier.
Dalvin Cook,
Touchdown,
his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Conversion.
You.
Cook, they'll try and run it. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion.
Josh Lambo set to kick off.
That's where you belong.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". In your face.
Shotgun now for Carr. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike, check, 59. Here it comes. 734.
From the gun, it's Carr. The open man is Smith. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet 1st down.
At the 49-yard line.
Carr completes it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
That's good.
25 yards that time.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Mike's 59. Mike. Easy. Kill. I got you.
On 1st down, Carr. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
SOS. Later 9.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Operating from the gun. Carr. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Now, this is an example breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring. 57's the mic. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Army.
On the ground, it's Cook. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Cook, the ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Coming. 70 Lions.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Bengals 21, Jets 10.
56 is the mic. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. 56 the mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
Now a run with Cook. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Running is Barber. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Taken down at the 43-yard line.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
First down, Bengals.
Let's go now. Bravo 80. 56. It's a party now. It's a party now. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Mike, 57. Watch the run.
They run it again with Cook. set up down around the 15-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Starting to look like this drive may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll run here with Barber. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a first and 10. From the gun, Carr. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
It's just me and you.
Operating from the gun. Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in the...
Another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you could do, I could another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, yeah, champion,